let's go.
Right, 3. Ready?
No, we're not doing 3, 2, 1.
Right.
Do you want me to start?
No, I'll start, that's alright.
Go on.
Right then, as promised, we're back. We put a post out a few days ago asking for you to send your questions in. So we've got a list of them here, and me and Mark are going to answer questions. So are we ready, Mark?
Yeah, we are ready. Are you nervous?
I'm actually quite nervous. First time on camera.
Really
so,
shaking.
Yeah. Okay. Right. First question for you, Mark. From Luke Collins. Do you have any plans to work with footballers again after the work you did with Owen Gamble?
Yeah, very simple. I think we'll put something out the other day. We've worked with a handful of footballers. We've done really well. It's something we're keen to do more of. We've just got to kind of continue to develop our contact book and make sure we've got enough people and players to be able to place lads into. But yeah, I think we'd be foolish not to work in football, both on a media management point of view and the work that we're going to be starting to do with Paul Eckingbottom at Sheffield United.
Ah, perfect. Right, next question from George Down in 01. He's asked, are you interested in working with other sports outside of rugby, boxing or football?
George Downing, as in your friend George Downing.
He's not my friend.
So this is a sting question, isn't it?
Yeah.
So just to be clear for everyone that's watching, I made it really clear to Ollie that I don't know what these questions are, so we've just got to improvise, and I think that adds to the flavour of the content. So the fact that this question's coming from George is just a sting. So tell me what it is and then I'll answer it.
Are you interested in working with other sports outside of rugby, boxing or football?
We do. We work in horse racing and we work with Amy Canham, and we've done work with Richard Fahey. We've previously worked with Hayley Turner. We work in cricket and started working with Paul Shaw, the former female international coach, and Catherine Brunt. So yeah, I think any sport's open. I think the network is about supporting athletes and sports-based organisations. So yeah.
Yeah. Right, next one. This is from Sally Benson, 85. I'm from Leeds. How can we partner with Kicking for Grassroots? So that's one to Luke Gale.
Yeah. So Luke Gale's Kicking for Grassroots. That's from. Get in touch. Luke's got a Kicking for Grassroots Twitter page. We've got an Instagram page, or alternatively, get in touch with us at info@triplesnetwork@gmail.com. We're happy to work with whomever. You know, all the foundations that we work with are all doing some really great community work. It'd be interesting to know exactly where Sally's from in Leeds, but yeah, get in touch because there's lots of good work happening.
Right, next one. We recently attended the Jordan Gill Next Generation sessions. When are they coming back?
Okay, so Jordan's been delivering sessions in Cambridgeshire for the last few weeks, well, probably 6 or 7 weeks actually. So the last one went really well. So if it's the last session he's on about, we had a lot of young people down. Sessions went really well. Jordan was there himself. I think we're in conversations with the local authority in that area, the council. We've got a couple of funding bids pending. So I think fairly soon. It'd be interesting to know. I think there's a couple of different projects that Jordan's working on at the minute. I think there's one in Wisbeach. I think there's one in Chatteris, and I think there's one in Ely. I think. So just watch this space with Jordan's work. It's starting to take off. It's been a bit disrupted, as has a lot of the other foundations due to COVID, but you'll start to see more work.
Right then. What is happening with the Take the Reins?
Take the Reins. Okay, so Take the Reins. Who's that from?
John Geekos, 59.
Okay, Take the Reins, for those who don't know, is an initiative that we've been running since about 2015 really, but we take people from non-traditional backgrounds and place them into opportunities in the horse racing sector. So whether that be in a stable yard, whether that be on a race course. I think where we're at with Take the Reins, it's an interesting question actually, because we have recently appointed a number of trustees to a new charity, and we've got a couple of funding bids pending. We're really keen to do some work. There's been a lot of energy and a lot of hard work gone into developing the Take the Reins initiative, and I think we're now at a bit of a crossroads where we really want to use our expertise and our knowledge and our partnerships that we've got across the UK actually. This isn't just kind of local to one area, this is a nationwide programme. And we're keen to do some really good work and get more people into racing, horse racing.
Brilliant. So the final question of today is, how did you get into the work you do at Fawn, and is it tough running the club?
How do I say that again?
How did you get into the work you do at Fawn, and is it tough running the club?
How did I get into the work I do at Club Thorn?
Club Thorn.
So the football club that we're working with, and how is it running a club? Well, I don't run the club. There's a board of directors. The Triple S Network. Who's that from?
David Beaumont one.
Okay, another one of your friends.
Yeah.
So it's another sting question. Okay, so we've started working with him officially on the 1st of August. In the short space of time, we've developed a new commercial kind of plan, and we're doing all sorts around bringing more revenue through on match days. We've got a community strategy. We're growing our social media following. We are looking at capital investment. We've just had funding agreed for the new roof on the main stand. Obviously, floodlights have just gone up, although that's more down to Mark Phillips, who's been with the club for a number of years, and his hard work. So yeah, I think it's exciting times at Thorn, as I've said to you before.
So we did actually have more questions, but some of them are ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah, because you've planted them. And I've said, Ollie, I've said to you, if we're going to do this, we do it right.
Yeah.
We don't go with fake accounts. We don't go with questions. And I know a lot of those that come through are silly.
Yeah. So one of them's, how's Ollie's ankle? And the other one is Biggs hard working, which I presume is for you. So maybe you can answer that another day. But yeah, that's it. 6 questions.
Okay. Thanks for that. Thanks for those. Any plans this weekend, Ollie?
No, not this weekend. Well, maybe bagging a trick against Arworth, that's it.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone. We've listen. We're going to be doing a few different bits. We're trying stuff out. We're going to do some short content, which are smaller pieces. We're going to do some long content. We're going to be doing some audio-based work. We're going to keep trying things. Now, I recognise, I'm a little bit reluctant to do it, but Ollie keeps pushing me, and that's no bad thing. But we're going to try out different things. Some things may work, other things may not. Some things may look ridiculous, but let's face it. We're going to keep trying it, keep putting content out. If you watch it, you like it, great. If you don't, then eventually it'll probably fizzle out. Hopefully it'll be more of the first one. I think we're starting to recognise now that this kind of format is important to the work that we do, and we work across a lot of sports. We're now in touch with a lot of different athletes and a lot of different sports-based organisations that are doing good work in communities, and all we're trying to do is raise the profile of that work. This is another way of doing that. So thanks for all your questions today. Thanks for the planted questions, and we're going to have a chat about this when we get offline. And we'll try and do this again, whether it's in this format through media management or whether it's the roving camera that we've done in the car. But you'll see more of it soon.
Thank you.